Hi everybody, I'm Helen Pritchard and I help people understand how to use LinkedIn to get leads for their businesses. So today I'm talking about 5 ways your new and improved LinkedIn headline will help you get more clients and more business. If you have downloaded my guide to the headline, you'll understand how I teach people to use a specific format for headlines. So what I suggest is that you say who it is that you help, what outcomes you deliver for them, and then how you do it, and then put some keywords in in the space that you have. So for example, you could say helping HR directors recruit better people faster using social media, and then in the end you could have social media videos, social media advertising, whatever it might be. The reason why I do like that is for a number of reasons, and there's going to be 5 ways I'm going to talk about today where it really will make a difference when you're active on LinkedIn. Now, the first reason why it's fantastic is because it clearly states who you help and how. So that sounds quite simple, but if you think about most people's LinkedIn headlines, it has a job title and a company, which doesn't tell us anything. So the first thing is that it really is very, very clear to the viewer that it's who it is that you help, what outcomes that you deliver, and how you do it. So that's probably tip number 1. So the second reason why it will help you get more actual clients is that it follows you everywhere. So it's so important that when you're being active on LinkedIn and you're liking and sharing and commenting on things, or you're putting posts up, or you're writing articles, everywhere you go, everything that you post on LinkedIn, this headline follows you. So when people click on you, they will see very clearly who it is that you help and how. So that's the second tip really, is that it follows you everywhere. So it's really important that it's engaging and as clear as possible around who the people are that you want to work with. And then number 3 is that it means that more people will actually click on it. So if you think about a really uninspiring headline, you're not really compelled to click on it and find out more. Whereas if you've got something that's engaging and relevant to you, then you're much more likely to click on it and go and do some investigations, which will take people to your new and improved profile. And then through the process, but it's that first step of getting people to find out more about you and your business. So the third tip is that more people will actually click on it, which is great. And number 4 is that it means that more people, so a higher percentage of people, when they receive a connection request from you, will be more likely to accept it. And the reason being is that your headline is written for a specific set of people with a specific problem that they need a solution to potentially, and you're only going to be engaging with and adding those types of people. So if you're asking to connect with somebody who is, in my example, a HR director and wants to hire more people in a different way and is hopefully interested in using social media to do that, if they receive a connection request from me, they're just much more likely to accept it because it makes sense to them. Whereas if I had managing director of Blue Sky Digital, for example, they might think, well, I don't really understand why I would want to connect with this person. But if they've got a problem that they can see that I've got a solution to, they're much, much, much more likely to accept, which is great. And then number 5, really, it shows other people, so people who maybe aren't your ideal market, ideal target clients, but are seeing your activity on LinkedIn. For example, it could be people you've worked with in the past, or it could be people that you just know or you've met and that kind of thing. It makes it very clear for them to see who they can refer to you. So if you're very clear in your headline, within seconds, it's very clear for people who the kinds of people that you want to work with, and it kind of gets rid of the rest. So if people aren't in your target market, they wouldn't refer people to you. But if you're very, very specific about the types of people you want to work with, then people love to refer other people, and they're much more likely to understand who it is that you want to work with and therefore make those referrals. So that's my 5 reasons why your headline, although it's quite it almost seems a tiny little action to do on LinkedIn, is so, so important and is going to help you get more leads, more clients, basically. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.